Genesis ignites its Magma sub-brand with the GV60 Magma, a 641 horsepower electric SUV that mixes virtual gear shifts with real driving drama. GV60 Magma becomes Genesis' first high-performance production model. The electric crossover will come with a maximum of 650 horsepower. Genesis launches a decade-long shift toward luxury high performance. Plenty of carmakers talk about performance, but not all of them back it up. Genesis, however, seems determined to change that narrative. When it announced plans for a high-performance trim called Magma last year, it sounded ambitious enough. Now it's delivering on that promise with a 650 horsepower, 478 kilowatts/650 horsepower crossover that marks the start of a decade-long push toward what it calls luxury high performance. Genesis launched its new production version of the GV60 Magma at Circuit Paul Richard in France, instead of the predictable LA Auto Show. The location made a clear point. Genesis wants to be seen as a true luxury brand with genuine performance credibility. As Hyundai Motor Company President and CEO José Muñoz put it, "We're not just building high-performance vehicles. We're redefining what a luxury high-performance brand can be." 2027 Genesis GV60 Magma wants to make BMW and AMG sweat. Genesis says its new identity reframes performance around balance, precision, and refinement rather than sheer numbers. That idea builds on the brand's athletic elegance design language, but pushes it into motorsport territory. Chief Design Officer Luke Donkerwoke described Magma as injecting adrenaline into the Genesis DNA while preserving elegance. The GV60 Magma is the first production car of the new performance variety. It sits 20 mm lower than the standard car. It comes with wider fenders, 21-inch forged wheels, gloss black aero bits, and other Magma-specific design cues. It's under the sheet metal that things really get good though. 2027 Genesis GV60 Magma wants to make BMW and AMG sweat. Sharing its platform and core components with Hyundai's Ioniq N models, it packs dual motors producing 609 horsepower, 448 kilowatts, in standard tune, rising to 650 horsepower in boost mode. That makes it more powerful than both the Ioniq 5N and Ioniq 6N, as well as the 483 horsepower and 516 lb-ft found in the GV60 Performance. With launch control engaged, it hits 0 to 200 km per hour, 124 miles per hour, in 10.9 seconds. For context, that's quicker than a Lamborghini Murcielago. It'll also do 0 to 60 miles per hour, 97 km/h, in 3.4 seconds and continue on to a top speed of 264 km/h, 164 miles per hour. Not too shabby for a car with 5 seats that'll probably cost fewer than 6 figures. On the downside, it's no lightweight. The GV60 Magma tips the scales at a claimed 4,938 pounds, 2,240 kilograms. A reminder that performance and mass still make uneasy companions. Genesis widened the performance envelope with recalibrated suspension geometry, stiffer bushings, upgraded brakes, and an ELSD. Despite larger tires, cabin quietness reportedly remains on par with the normal GV60 thanks to reinforced sealing and active noise control. 2027 Genesis GV60 Magma wants to make BMW and AMG sweat. Genesis didn't just stop at hardware changes, though. It learned from the rest of its family. To that end, it features an enhanced virtual gear shift (VGS) system that modulates motor output and regenerative braking to simulate real gear changes, complete with high-rev engine sounds, similar to the Hyundai Ioniq 5N. Activate Magma mode, and the display switches to a 3-dial layout showing battery and motor temperatures plus G-forces. Drift mode is included, along with a dedicated battery cooling system for track use. The GV60 Magma will hit Korea first, with European and North American sales beginning in 2026.